I think it's the right time for a company like Sharebite to be very vocal about our mission and who we are. And we've largely been fine in the past, not doing an ounce of PR, just kind of doing this all under the radar. But the people that use us, right? We didn't really have much of a sales team before up until relatively recently because our clients were our number one salespeople.
Correct.
Right?
If you do it right, you build a brand that works, then they'll be your greatest ambassadors. I mean, I talk all the time. Peloton never sold me anything. It's my friends who have a Peloton that posted about their Peloton that made me buy a Peloton.
Exactly. So we are a very, very high NPS product, right? And if you look at sort of our sort of inbounds, the rate of inbounds that we've been receiving over the last maybe even 3 months, it's been a record, right? Every week, multiple companies reach out. Hey, how do we get set up on Sharebite? Or even restaurants, right? There are areas that we previously weren't in. We had a restaurant in Wichita, Kansas, inquire on our website about how can we be on the Sharebite platform, and we're like,
you already have me signed up. It's how do I recruit restaurants and how do I recruit corporate clients for you? I'm all in on your West Coast.
I appreciate that.
All taken care of.
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, our business, when Mohsin and I really, this comes back to your original question, right? Like, how did you build the business? As cliche or maybe cheesy as it may sound, we built it off of just doing the right thing, right? And that means, paying respect to the things that need to get done first, right? They're hard. There are a lot of things that are hard about like just building a business, but like, finding the right people, right? And not just like, someone asked me many months ago, like, how many employees do you have? I said 0, right? We don't have employees. We don't hire employees. We hire entrepreneurs, right?
I love that.
And so our FTEs are full-time entrepreneurs. And when we bring on people, they go through a screening process that they don't even know that they're going through. Mm-hmm. And the people that we bring on, not only are they functionally great at what they're doing, if they're not, we'll train them and teach them how to do it, right? They're culturally phenomenal, right? They bring, positivity, can-do attitude, all the things that sort of you dream of having in a colleague or coworker. They embody them because they wear a hat of service, right? If everybody at the company, wears this hat of service on like, how can I be of service to you, my client, my colleague, everybody in general, it just makes things much easier, right? And that's what makes us such a nimble team. And the third component of us, our hiring process, is really the mission. We don't ask people like, hey, do you care about feeding hungry children? They tell us, right? They're like, look, I want to be part of Sharebite because of your mission, right? Yeah. That sort of unlocks a whole different conversation about like, what would you like to do? What problem do you want us to help solve? And so when the story of Sharebite is one day written, it is that it's our hope that we built this ecosystem that was all based on like, hey, every single stakeholder, every single participant in our sort of supply chain is able to extract a ton of benefit by being involved with Sharebite. And so like everyone has to win, right? There are no losers in this transaction. So it's got to be a win-win-win value proposition. And that's how we built the business. And it's a story of resilience, really. And the thing is, we all have it, right? We're innately resilient creatures. We've evolved that way for millions and millions of years.